Hello, this video is going to show you how to download and then use the CCC and PEC committee reports within RADexam. So you want to go to the reports page. It's going to call up your residents here. If you want to look at how they're doing, don't forget you do need to adjust the date range you're looking at here. I've got it for the last 6 months here. And then you're going to click on the CCC and PEC report button. That's going to bring this field up here. You can select a specific range, or you can just click on last 6 months or last year and then click download, and it's going to download for you an Excel spreadsheet. Now let's take a look at that spreadsheet. When you open the spreadsheet, it's going to come up with 5 different tabs on the bottom. If you look down here, you're going to see CCC Committee Report 1, CCC Committee Report 2, PEC Committee Report 1, and then PEC Committee Report 2 and 3. So we're looking to look at those individually. It will come up with your institutional name up here, and obviously you're going to have the resident names rather than numbers I've just substituted in here to keep this anonymous. It's going to come up with your residents in alphabetical order, which may not be the way that you want to look at it. So first of all, I'm just going to show you how you can turn this Excel spreadsheet into a sortable table to make life easier for yourself. So what you want to do is just select all of the data here. I've just shrunk this down to a limited amount of data for clarity. And then if you come up here, this is under my home page. It may be in a slightly different place on your Excel. You'll see there's something that says Format as Table. Click on Format as Table, click any color that you want here. Make sure that My Table Has Headers is selected, and then click OK. And this is now sortable because perhaps instead of sorting by resident name, you want to select by resident level, and then you can do that there, or you can sort by any of the other columns here. So let's look here at the CCC Committee Report 1, and this has the is by resident. You're going to have their mean scores, their institutional means, their national percentile means, the number of exams they had assigned to them during the time period you selected, the number of exams they completed in that time period, and what their compliance is, which is obviously a straight ratio of this. And this is a super useful number to be able to look at the time of your CCC committee meeting. Now you'll see that there are another figure here which says exams considered for the average of national percentile. And that's because if they took an exam which was not, has not had 100 of their specific R-level residents take it, we don't include a national percentile because we think that data is not statistically strong and maybe confusing. So that's report 1. Let's move on now to CCC Committee 2. Now this one is going to show each resident's individual exams. I've just limited this down here to 9 residents, not the whole one, to make the data amount smaller, and it's going to sort it by the date it was taken on, which is obviously not the most useful thing. So again, select your data, don't include that top column of your institution in it. Format it as a table, pick anything you want here. Make sure it says table has headers. And again, you can now sort this now by resident name, which is probably going to be the most useful thing. If you want to do multiple different sorts in Excel, go under data, click on the sort here, and then you can sort by multiple different levels. So you can sort by resident name, and then perhaps by the, I don't know, let's pick the date taken there. And so you can sort by that. You can also sort by exam, etc. So this will be all the exams taken, every individual exam. So it's going to be when they took it, their score, the institutional mean, the national percentile, standard if appropriate, standard deviation, and the number of people who have taken that specific exam at that specific R level. So you see here for body R2 version 2 exam, we've only had 37 people take it. So therefore, we don't have a lot of the data here for national percentiles. Moving on to PEC Committee Report 1. So those first two were obviously for individual resident data as opposed to program data. So this has program data. Don't normally need to sort this one. So we're going to have the R levels, the number of exams they've taken, their mean score over all the exams at R levels taken, how that compares to the national percentile, what their compliance was as a group, and then again, how many exams were considered for the average of national percentile, so exams that have had more than 100 takees at that specific R level. PEC Committee Report 2 is going to break things down by your individual sections and your individual R levels. And I've already sorted this. It comes pre-sorted as R level, but perhaps you want to change that to sort by your specialty and then by your R levels, so we can see how the R levels are performing for body here compared to breast and so on. And it's going to be the same values as in the last PEC committee report, i.e. how many exams are taken, the mean score, national percentile, compliance, and the exams considered for the national percentile. So we can look within specialties, and this may be helpful for your sectional education directors. And then finally, PEC committee report number 3 takes all R levels at within each of the different sections and gives you the same data again. So I hope that's been helpful to you. Just a quick overview of these reports.